Hello everybody, welcome to my stream. I'm DC. You can find me all over the internet under DC Lasair. That's DC Lasair. Exclamation mark DC in chat brings up my website. Follow me on Blue Sky. That'd be fantastic. And also, I'm an affiliate for a couple of places. And I do get a commission from purchases made with these links. So, first up is Doris, an excellent link in bio site, link shortener, blog platform. Head on over there using my link, and if you like what you see, you can sign up for a Doris Pro account using the discount code DCLasair to get 30% off for 3 whole months. And I'm also an affiliate for Fantasy Ground, a great VTT, and has a reader app now in beta. Use my affiliate link when you make a purchase, and they share a little bit of that with me. So, yay! Hit the links, do the things. They'll be amazing. All right, let's see what we got today. Reminder, tomorrow is video games, back to Suikoden 1. Having fun with that. And then Friday is the last Tech Friday of the year with Urban Bohemian. So please come by, see that. And then there won't be a Tech Friday for a couple weeks. Well, until 2026, obviously. Just said that. But so there'll be Tech Friday this Friday and the 19th. Then have the 26th off and January 2nd off, and Tech Friday returns January 9th. All right. That's the schedule. Let's see what else we have here. Quickly go over if I have anything. Today is going to be planner day. I'm going to go over planner stuff in just a moment. Hope you're all doing good. Thanks for coming on in. Making sure there isn't any little news bit to catch up on. Let me check one more thing. Just in case there's something I desperately need to mention today. All right, it doesn't look like there's any announcements that have leapt out since I started setting up and recording. So why don't we break into plannery stuff? All right, so hitting a button. This one, yeah. Planner stuff. Come on down. Ta-da! Look, I even got the photo printer going there. I have the planner, field notes guide, photo printer, all set to go. Turn on a little music here. Keep it low. And bring it down just a little bit. That should be all right. Okay, so I will see you over there in just a moment. Hit the button. Boop. There we go. Look at that. Look at that shot. Look at all the things we're going to use today. Pens, planners, field notes guides. Bring my phone. Grabbing some items that I'll need over there. All right. I think this is everything I need right now. All right. Springleaf, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Let's see here. Okay, there you go. Have this thing. Just setting up for plannery stuff. Pens. When I did my pen test, yeah, clever that. We tested all these pens, and I picked out a few that I really liked. These were the kind of the top 3 here. So we'll start off using these. And I'll use the photo printer for, I don't know, something magical. It'll be fun. Good to see you. Good to see you, Springleaf. Okay, let's see. Let's move that out of the way. So first up, we're going to take a look, use our field notes. Now, I had a blank field notes guide, and I'm like, what could I use this for? Well, I could make this a little commonplace book for the year. And maybe I'll do that. But the first thing I'll do, we'll get to the planner in a second, is directly taken from Lady Luck 34's stream, is having goals written down. That's what we're doing. I'll use this one. 0.7. Okay. So that's going to be my first page here. And then throughout the year, I'll treat this as a commonplace. I'll put photos and quotes in here. But I think having goals right up front somewhere would be great. All right. So goals 2026. What do I want to do? Oh, ow. I just bumped my elbow. That didn't feel so great. All right. So first up is I want to start an e-zine. Either going to be about tech or TTRPGs. When I put this up to Blue Sky, they were like, why not both? I'm like, well, it's meant to be a short content thing, but I suppose I could do both. I would print these out, but I really don't have the resources to print out some. I may make available a print version idea if you really want one, but they'll be expensive just because I don't currently have the volume to make them cheaper, and I kind of gotta at least have the materials paid for. So it's an option, but I'll have there'll be a digital version available for free. What do we need for that? Well, we'll be using Obsidian, which we already have. And then there's a plugin don't have yet. Steven, hello, welcome on in. There's a plugin for Obsidian that will allow me to put things online and just have information. And I use Screen Garden for Tech Friday and for my TTRPGs, and thank you again to the community and to my players for providing the fees for a year of Screen Garden, so that my guests and my players can interact with the content I put up on Obsidian. But there's another plugin called Digital Garden. And that has a hosting service attached thing. And it will allow me to put up my Obsidian notes in a easing form. I'll format it the easing, and you can just click and it'll just be my Obsidian vault. But you can't interact with them. So that's the big difference there. But that should all be free to do. Almost out of room. So this is kind of the goal I want to get through first. Is to make an easy. I think it'd be fun. And if I do make a physical version, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on zines, so I can make a physical version. It's just I don't have the. I would have to ask a slightly higher price than what you might get a zine for, just because again I don't have any guarantee of the volume, and I need to make up material costs, which are admittedly pretty low for a zine. But yeah, so I think I will make it available as a physical thing as well. Rex, hello, welcome on in. That's kind of the first goal I want to do. And then a goal I think I'm going to be accomplishing. I just don't have a start date yet for it, but I'm going to list it anyway because I haven't done it yet. Is run an actual play So I'm pretty sure I have a channel that's willing to work with me on this. And it'll be a limited run. That's the next goal. But not all the details are nailed down yet, so I'll just put it on there. Run an actual play. Yay! Oh, my stream is reloading, it looks like, for some reason. Am I still online? See if I take this out of tab mode. Is Twitch being twitchy? I can hear and see you. Okay, so it's just my end. Alright. Okay. Probably this little pop-up thing that they decided to put on. They're like, wait, no, we gotta pause your whole thing to show you a pop-up. Okay, so start an easy, run an actual play. What else did I want to do? I had these thoughts last night. Can you think of any of them now? No, of course not. I like this pen. This is good. This is why it was one of my top pen picks. Trying to think what else I would do. to do. Oh, alright, I'll put this over here. Run more TTRPGs. Whether it's just friends online or my home group. I'd like to run Die based on the comic. There's a mech game that I'm blanking on the name of. I'd like to run a Draw Steel game. Now, what will probably happen is I'll get a chance to run one of these, and that's fine. If I get a chance to just run one, even if it's a few sessions, that'll be good. No, let's underline it because that's a goal. I'm underlining the first letter to kind of give me a visual separation of this is the goal name, and then below are kind of the things that are included with it. So yeah, I can't remember the name of the mech game I was looking at. I'd like to run one. Let's see. Well, let me look at my TTRPG bookcase over here. Ooh, I have Monster Care Squad. Never run that. Oh, I know one I want to run. I have Rivers of London. Which is based on the novel series. I have not read the novels. But they came out with a version of Rivers of London that has US locations. I have that. You know what? I wouldn't. Oh, I know. One I would really like to run would be a game of Hunter. I really like what's going on with the new latest Hunter book. And these are more creative goals than anything else, really. Like personal goals, whatever. Oh yeah, that's a personal goal. Ink had a little trouble going out of there. I want to get one of those walking pads, but that will be a long way into the year before I can save enough for one of those. All right. Now, I kind of want to just print a photo. I don't know what photo to print. I brought out the photo printer. I feel like it's charged. I should use it for something. Oh, right. I gotta hold down the button. Wait for it to stop blinking. Find the app. Oh, you know what? When I was at the toy show, a couple weeks ago, there was this really unusual thing. I find a lot of things at a toy show, but there was this box of Ultraman action figures. It was a big box, and they weren't organized or anything. It was just anything you pulled out was Ultraman. Like Ultraman, 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 Ultraman. It was amazing. I took a picture of it because I was delighted by that. Oh, here, I'll just print this out. I got the paper. So you can all see the box of Ultramen, I suppose. Oh, let's do a caption. That'll be fun. Can I make my own caption? Oh, I can't make your own caption. Shoot. Well, never mind then. Can add the date, but that's not going to help. Okay. So let's print the box of Ultramen. Ooh, it's printing. Oh, making the noises. I'm very excited it's making the noises. Goes the yellow pass. Do, 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 do. The magenta. You can see the Ultraman coming alive in color, slowly. Here's the blue pass. Finally, the gray pass to complete the image. And here you have the box of Ultramen. Ultramans. Sweet, right? Just like that's a lot. I mean, we're talking. I mean that's layers. It's not just the 2 layers you can kind of see. There's at least 3-4 layers going on here. But since my camera can't, X-ray through, I can't show you the lower layers. But yeah. Didn't notice the passes made. It's ultra layered, right? Yeah, I took a few pictures for my friend because he couldn't make it, but he I usually go with my friend to the toy show because we have similar interest in what we're looking for. But and he looks for some specific items, and so I took some pictures of those and sent them to him. Like, hey, you want this? All right. No, MagicCon last year. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any other pictures from the toy show. Nah. Yeah, the Ultraman box. Oh yeah, I want to print out this warning label that I don't know what it means. And if you were here before, you've seen this warning label. It was on the cover of my portable monitor. I don't understand what it means. It was just so weird, I had to take a picture of it. If you know what it means, by all means, let me know, because I have no idea. Like, usually you can tell when they're, warning label pictures, don't get this wet, don't pee on this thing, no littering. You kind of get those symbols for the most part, right? But this one, what does this mean? Don't shiz on the right. What does this mean? Now remember, this was on the outside, that plastic wrapping they put around monitors. It was on that. Don't know what this is. Is this don't yawn while having toast on your head? I don't know. No choking mid-game on stream, right? What is going on? Why is the head a square? I don't know. It's a mystery. I'm trying to get the sticky back off here, if I can get the peel. There we go. We gotta add this to the book as an extra goal. To find out what this means. Now, what this means in 2026. I don't know. Like, are they saying, and all the, just to be clear, all the warnings had this figure, had this circle head with the square around it. So this part here isn't anything particularly special to this warning. But we have the hand here. Shoulder. I don't know. So we have another goal. Find out what this means. But we'll save it for next year. And like, why wrap this around a portable? It's a like a what size is this? 13-inch monitor. So you're not going to chew on it. You're not going to fit it in your mouth. All the other warnings related to the monitor. But then there's this. I don't know what I'm being warned about. So we put down some goals. Everything. We have the box of Ultramans. All right, so we'll put the field notes away and we'll get out the planner. Let's use a different pen for the planner. That'll be fun. Go with this one. So the planner, again, from Jet Pens. It's Kokyo Campus Diary 2026 Weekly. Oh, let's turn this off. And put it out of the way. And what time is it? Oh, we got time before break. Okay. The weekly. So we have, the last few months of 2025 here. Then we got 2026 lined up, even the first 3 months of 2027. Then we have a yearly schedule, which I should mark. March 30th is my birthday. Ooh, this is not meant for tiny writing. Okay. Did that. But yeah, we have a nice, I like the horizontal weekly spread. It's my preferred planner thing. And so I have the whole week. Also, what I like is that these are equally spaced. There's a couple horizontal weekly planners that will combine Saturday and Sunday in one, and I don't want that. I want equal space for all the, even if you have to extend it over a page. Maybe make these more spaces. I would like equal space for each day. I don't want to jam everything I do for Saturday and Sunday into smaller boxes for some reason. So now what I usually do, and we're going to use these top few days as testing things, because these are, December 29th, all that. So I have the weather washi tape. Ta-da! Weather washi tape. Take it, and I just tear it off with my hands. Then we'll see how this fits. Because this is a planner I haven't used before. I started using planners last year. I discovered I like the horizontal weekly. And so, maybe it'll be cloudy that day. I don't know. Then I circle what weather it is. And then I look at my handy dandy switchbot thingy to tell me the weather. So outside temp is 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I gotta write that smaller. I want it to fit. Inside, it's a little toasty. I might have to adjust that. 70 degrees Fahrenheit. I do try to fit in the humidity as well. Bit weather, like that. And then I had been color coding all these. I think I was using purple for streaming, red, and then if I like something, I would write in. Like, I watched the latest Knives Out movie last night on Netflix, so I'd probably go with something like, oh yeah, Wake Up Dead Man. And that was delightful, so it gets a smiley face. And again, if you don't know, my rating system for my planner things is smiley face, meh face, or sad face. That's it. I either liked it, thought it was okay, or didn't like it. No halvesies here, no 3.5 stars. Solid commitment to one of these. Right? So, and if you use 3.5 stars. Wake Up Dead Man was a delight. Watch it with my GF the other night. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I got to see a movie last night as well, because it was cheap movie night. And my friend's like, hey, want to go see this movie? I'm like, okay. I didn't know what it was or anything. It's just like, want to go see a movie? I'm like, sure. And I want to say it was called Dust Bunny or something like that. It was by Brian Fuller, the guy who made Pushing Daisies. And it's fantastic. It was really, really good. I enjoyed that so much. Kind of about found family and a girl that says that there's a monster that wants to eat her, that hides under her bed. She gets involved with the contract killer. It's truly delightful. Weird and delightful in all the right ways. So yeah, we liked put a circle around it. I like Knives Out, Wake Up Dead Man. Really great. Yeah, it's let me make sure that's what it's called. Yes, it is called Dust Bunny. Mads Mikkelsen is in it. And the Sigourney Weaver's in it as well. The young actress that plays the main character is amazing. But yeah, and Dust Bunny is Brian Fuller's feature film directorial debut. So I highly encourage watching it if you can. It's one of my favorites, along with... Oh, I want to get the name right. Is it... Yeah, so the other two movies I really liked this year was Sinners and One Battle After Another. So all three of those movies, pretty fantastic. So Dust Bunny, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Really, really good. I miss Half Price Night at the Dollar Theater. Always some chaos back in the day. Yeah. And then what I streamed would be in purple. So I would do... Like I'm currently playing Weekend in One. That you know, so if I watch a red piece of media, I'd go here. I think I need to write a little smaller, so I may keep at the 0.7 pen this time. Even though I like the different colors, I think these are a little too big. But I do have all this space over here, which I like. Now, this is just the planner. This isn't the journal. The journal I have over on a different pile. And what I've been doing for journal entries is, let me get the... Get the supplies here. I've been using these stickers. And so, to tell me that I made a journal entry that day, and these are transparent, see-through. So to tell me I have a journal entry, I'd peel off one, and then next to that journal entry, which I would date anyway, I would put the corresponding color to it. So, you know, say I wanted to use blue, I'd put a blue sticker here, And then in the journal entry, I put a blue sticker next to that as well. Yeah, that just tells me I have a journal entry associated with that date. Or if I have more thoughts on it than what I can put over here. Because I want to keep planner for plannery stuff. As much as possible. But you know what I can do with pictures is I could stick them over here too. I could also use this page for photos as well. I gotta stick the Ultraman box somewhere, but I don't think. I think one of the other field notes guides I was using would be a better fit for that, for this picture. But because the box of Ultramen is delightful. So yeah, that's the basic planner. And if there is anything else, you know, I would write it here. Like if I had an appointment or if I was going somewhere with a friend, there would just be a note here. Since I have room, have it here. And then what I could do in this one is at the top here, I could put little markers for each color, like, you know, red, media, purple, stream. That way I have my own, you know, key color. I think I'll do weather in a different color, so I won't put that there, but yeah. Hi, yes. All right, we're going to have a kitty moment before we go to break because Hannah has decided to join us. So let's go back over that way briefly. Hi, Hannah. Yeah. No, come here. Okay. Say hi to everybody. Hi, kitty. Look, Steven put an emote in just for you. Yeah. Oh, time to get down. Okay. There you go. Thank you for joining. No, you still need pets. All right. So I'm going to go to break now, run some ads, keep the pre-rolls away. Rex acknowledged your presence. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. Hi. All right. So be right back. About 5 minutes. Enjoy the music. And if you don't want to see ads, well, then subscribe. It'll be great. All right. Be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around through the break. Turn the music back down a bit. All right, let's get back into Planner. Over there. Yeah. Button, button. All right. So, there's a planner. I did want to talk briefly about some digital note apps. And because I figured it kind of related to all of this. And that when I started kind of taking notes for myself, I was using Evernote. And this was in, like Evernote had only been around maybe a year or two. And then Evernote started putting more stuff behind paywalls and just got expensive, and I wasn't liking the experience. So then I switched to OneNote. And I liked OneNote for a while, but OneNote was slow. The Windows 10 version of OneNote was an improvement. So I used OneNote for a while, and that was okay. Then I switched to Notion, and Notion was great. But then I found my true calling in Obsidian, and been with Obsidian, and it's probably the most organized I ever got myself. But I use Obsidian for different things, right? Obsidian is not my planner, and it's not my journal. It's where I research things, where my TTRPG stuff lives, where all my projects lives. But it's not going to be my planner or my journal, because those I want to physically write in. And plus, I like pens, and so I need an excuse to use the ink up in the various pens that I have, because there's a lot of them, and I should really use them. Otherwise, the ink just dries up, goes bad, and then I just throw it out and don't get any use out of the pen. What fun is that? Alright, oh, there's my phone. I'm like, where'd my phone go? Trying to, looking for any other picture I might have on my phone that I'd want to print out. Let's see. No, some stuff I just want to keep as photos on my phone. But hey, I took a picture of when I had Dr. Pepper sweet and sassy baked beans. So, that's fun. Oh, you know what? I could so totally you know, have my non-Andy Warhol moment. Instead of a can of soup, I print out cans of beans. And instead of being nicely painted, they're just kind of photos I took in whatever lighting situation I found myself in. I like that this doesn't make I mean, there's definitely a noise when it's printing, but it's not really loud, you know? And it doesn't get very hot. Also, I'm fascinated by this process every time. Like, there goes the color pass, comes out, looks a little better, looks a little better. If you did that on every trip, you could say the can has been around the world. Excellent. But yeah, there you go. These actually weren't that bad. They're pretty good. I would have again. I don't remember where I found them, though. Because the Sweet and Sassy, or Serious Bean is the brand. And yeah, they were good. Oh, I need to check something a moment. Sorry, this is... something I need to take care of right now. So, we all know I use Obsidian. What taking apps you all use? And why isn't it Obsidian? Okay, that's done. Weird picture. Okay. There is also a new, Obsidian has a new Maps Core plugin, but someone made and it's for actual maps, but somebody made a plugin that you could use with any map. And there's a lot to it. So you can put in your fantasy maps and put pins on them, things like that. And there's like a 40-minute video on using this plugin I haven't watched yet. I'm like, this is a lot. But that's pretty cool because he, took a map of Waterdeep, put it in his Obsidian notes, and they're like, yeah, here, no, let me put a pin, or a map, sorry, not a map of Waterdeep, a map of the Sword Coast, put it in Obsidian, marked Waterdeep with a pin, and goes, yeah, you just, do this, and then there's some code, and it's very complicated. Not too complicated, but I hope the Maps Obsidian Maps plugin offers similar functionality, because it might be a little easier to use. Yeah. So again, this is the planner. Tokyo. Available on jet pens. Again, I just wanted something that had the horizontal. I don't like the vertical columns, like the horizontal. I know a lot of people do the vertical things, but I got to have my horizontal. All right, DC likes getting horizontal. Got it. Yep. I said those words. So we have, and again, the box of Ultramans. We're just gonna keep the box of Ultramans on screen. Turn off the photo printer here. Look at all the Ultramans. Oh, and we compare Ultramans with beans. And scheduling reminder, tomorrow we're back to Suikoden. And then Friday will be the last Tech Friday of 2025 with Urban Bohemian, where we're going to be talking about our favorite tech that we used in 2025. Doesn't have to have come out in 2025. It just has to be something we started using or something we found a new purpose for. As long as it involves technology in some way, that's what we'll be talking about on Friday. I bet you already know one thing I'll be talking about. I bet you can guess a piece of software that I've been using that I'm going to be talking about. You can, I'm sure if you've been here at all, you can read my mind on this one. Yeah, this is going to be my Everbook. So I'll eventually have quotes and things in it. I like having goals up front. That's nice. The flip to. And we have this. I mean, what else is an Everbook for? But I want to kind of save this for 2026 stuff, so I'm not putting these in here. Except for I have a mission. I have a mission to find out what's meant by this warning label. Like, don't choke on the monitor. I don't know. I don't know why there's a square around the head. I don't know why someone would put their face through a square. It amuses me to think of this as a piece of toast, and then someone just like cut out the middle and put their head in it. Bag is choking hazard? Maybe. That could be. But then the rest of the warnings don't quite make sense then. Because you wouldn't apply the bag to other situations that the other warnings had. So that's probably what it is. Don't inhale large plastic bags. Yeah, that's probably it. It's just very strange looking. All right. Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, I showed off this pen case before. So this is my pen case. I can't get any more pens because I filled this one. And I did a review of all these pens a couple months ago, so if you go back on YouTube and I have a video on all these somewhere. Look in my live stream playlist. Probably amongst every video I've done in the live stream. Sorry. But I like this pocket here. This small pocket, I don't know what I'll use it for. Because it's only, you know, that big. This has some utility to it. This I keep these pens in to remind myself these are the ones I really liked. Rubber grip. Rubber grippy. Grip. Grippy. Squishy. Squishy. Very squishy. Like the squish. Yeah. Let's take care of this stuff. I think we'll wrap up a little early today. If you have any questions on plannery things or ideas, or you also have a box of Ultramans that you want to tell me about, let me know. Also, if you go to toy shows and you find the guy with the box of Ultramans, he had some other neat things in his booth too, so. Do a military mole webbing or a... Oh, this is just webbing. Squishy. There's a material, not very fancy. I didn't need it to be fancy. I just needed to be functional. There's the brand. Again, this is off Jet Pens, so. Has our zipper friend. So, you know, the pens don't take a hike. I like this bit that the zipper part goes up around this strap area. There's a lot of fake tactical stuff that has outer straps to make it look military or tough guy. Glad it doesn't have that nonsense. Yeah, no. It's just meant to be a pen case. This is quite convenient when I mean, I'm not taking these everywhere with me. But when I need to transport this from one area to another in the house, this is a nice feature. And once again, there's the planner. Tokyo A5 for 2026 campus diary. Oh, at the very back of this, there are just about 4 line pages for funsies, I guess. I don't know. I really only use this yearly schedule thing. I just put birthdays here. That's all I use this for. Otherwise, I don't need this. But I do like having, you know, the little 3-month view up here. And I like having the overview here. You know, having the last few months of 2025, being able to see everything of 2026 and the first few months of 2027. That's handy. But yeah, this is, I don't really use much. But then here, again, this is just a test to see how I like writing in it, and how big I can write. Relative spacing. I think I need to write a little smaller. So using the smaller pen tips will probably be better, and utilizing some of this space will help too. I just gotta make sure that I mark these lines that, you know, kind of line up with this line here, lines up with this line here, and so having some way to mark that these are related to each other. Probably just put a little line of ink here and here to say, okay, on this day, this stuff happened, and these lines are just for this day. If I need extra. Or I could just kind of color code, you know, okay, these are the Monday lines, and just put different vertical lines down here, like oh, maybe this is red, and then Tuesday is green, Wednesday is blue, whatever. Yeah, that's my basic planner setup. You have the Hobonichi, right? Yes, I do have the Hobonichi. Go grab that. I actually don't know what I'm going to use the Hobonichi for anymore. Because it is a bit smaller, though I like it because it's a Hobonichi planner. And I can show you this year's planner that I barely use. I'm going to try, once again, I shall try to use the planner a little more frequently. Yeah, that was a campus one, yeah. But this was the Hobonichi this year that I got, and I hardly used it, and there's just way too much stuff. Too many, I like the one a day, you know, 1 page per day thing, that was nice. But then there's all these other views I really had no use for. But when I was looking at planners for the year, they did have this one, which is a great cover. You know, it's a weekly planner, which I needed. Kind of has that monthly view, which is nice that these squares are a little bigger. But when it comes to the weeks, these were a little smaller. These were a little bigger. So I got this just because the space was larger. This is why I tested some pens in too. So you can see my pen tests here. That I did, but I just can't write everything I need to write in these spaces. As much as I love this, so this is going to be another testing book where I test my inks and other things, just so I can fill out pages. But I can use these, maybe test some designs of certain things I'm thinking of doing with field notes guides, things like that. I really like this though. This is beautiful. Here, but yeah, this is what I ultimately went with, just because of how large I write. Yeah, I mean, I don't need a whole... I didn't write enough in the planner to fill out this whole page, so I don't need this much space for a day. So that's why I like the weekly horizontal, because, you know, using it. And then there's so many views in here that just weren't needed. So it was... But yeah, though again, another really nice cover. I really like the feel of the paper in these. But for being practical and, you know, kind of getting the job done, I needed something more like this. And one thing I am going to do with my little Everbook idea here, or not Everbook, commonplace book, right? Everbook is something different. My commonplace book, though, is that when I write down quotes in here, those will get transferred over to an Obsidian note. But they gotta appear here first, written down, and then I will put them into Obsidian, because I want to have those in a digital format. Yeah, so we'll leave you with some Ultramans. Oh, I briefly show this on screen, but this is company's called SwitchBot, and there's a little temperature gauge thing up on my wall, and that gets the data and communicates with this thing. So I don't have to constantly look up on my wall, and I have indoor or outdoor, indoor, the weather, time, date, you know, all that. So I like having this on my desk. And, you know, has a nice little kickstand back. Battery covers here. Getting the right pen for the notebook is important. I've had mismatches that have kept me from using a notebook, and it is frustrating. Yeah. So yeah, SwitchBot does a lot of home automated things. The thing they started with, or one of the things they started with, was a just a little thing you would put below a light switch, and it would turn the light switch on or off for you. It would basically function like you turning the thing on and off. It would just go. It would just push up the switch or push it back down. And then they have other things that will automatically turn blinds for you. And just a bunch of kind of weird things I wouldn't have thought of needing or using, but still, pretty good. But this I really like. Plus, I could mount this on a wall too if I wanted. All right. Put these away. Let's get a little organized here. Grab my drink. All right. Hey, I'm back over here now. Oh, just to show you, this is, I'm not going to show you the contents, but this is my journal. It's just a Midori notebook. Nothing fancy. I still have a lot of pages, you know, just line pages. Kind of all I need it to be, really. And then the only thing I do to keep track of my thoughts is to put a date up on top. Now I've also done this to write some notes in for various things, just to use some more pages out of it. So I do have some notes in here for a couple different things. Some outline ideas, things like that. So I use this for a little more than a journal, but when there's a journal entry, I have my little sticker system that I showed earlier. So I know that somewhere in here on that date, because I'll always write the date of that I made the journal entry in up top here. And I can flip through and, you know, find the sticker color and line it up. All right, let's go over. Let me put my glasses on because light in my face. Steven should be on now, yeah? We'll go say hi to Steven. is on, right? Show more. Show more. Yes. Okay. He is on. All right, let's raid on over there. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow, more Suikoden 1. Then come back Friday for the final Tech Friday of 2025 with my special guest, Urban Bohemian. We'll be talking about our favorite tech of the year. And, you know, if you have your favorites, come on by and tell us about them. We'll talk about it. It'll be great. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Please be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. And I will see you all tomorrow for more Suikoden. Stay tuned for the raid.